Is your sales compensation plan helping you grow or holding you back? In this video, I'll walk you through how to build a sales compensation plan that drives the behaviors you want, retains top talent, and scales with your business. A lot of companies set sales compensation based on gut feel or copying what they think competitors are doing. Results? Plans that either overpay underperformers, underpay top producers, or create behaviors that hurt long-term growth. Setting up a smart sales compensation plan isn't just about paying people fairly. It's about designing a system that rewards the right actions, motivates your team, and supports predictable revenue growth. Let's first look at 3 common mistakes companies make when it comes to sales compensation. The first mistake is making your compensation plan too commission heavy rather than a balanced base plus commission model. That creates a feast or famine mindset, leading to burnout and turnover. The second mistake is the opposite, making compensation mostly salary with tiny bonuses. When there's no meaningful reward for high performers, your top sales reps will eventually leave for better opportunities. The third mistake is making the plan too complicated. If salespeople don't know exactly how they get paid, they'll focus on whatever is easiest, not necessarily what drives the right results. Now, let's walk through 5 key principles to design the right compensation plan for your sales team. Your compensation plan should directly support your business objectives. If the plan isn't tied to where you want the business to go, you risk paying people to chase the wrong outcomes. A strong compensation plan keeps everyone aligned on the same mission. There are 3 questions to guide you. First, are you trying to grow revenue quickly, enter new markets, or defend existing accounts? Second, are you focused on landing new customers, expanding existing ones, or both? And third, what behaviors lead to the outcomes that you want? Make sure your plan rewards the actions that move your strategy forward. The right mix of salary and commission depends on your sales model and structure. Too much risk and people burn out. Too little incentive and you lose urgency. The balance you strike directly impacts your ability to attract, motivate, and retain the right sales talent. There are 2 ways to think about how to balance base and commission. First, if the sales cycle is long, complex, and consultative, you'll want a higher base salary to keep reps stable. And second, if it's a high velocity transactional sale, you can lean more heavily on variable compensation to drive volume. The ultimate goal is to motivate performance without creating unnecessary risk for your team. Compensation plan might feel good to the salesperson, but if it's not profitable for the business, it's not going to last. I worked with a client who had a comp plan that paid out residual commissions on all existing business, even long after the sale closed. Their top rep slowly shifted into more of a customer service role, collecting healthy commissions without bringing in new revenue. As a result, the business was bleeding margin, and they didn't even realize it until we dug into the numbers. So to fix things, we restructured the plan to focus on new business development, and within 6 weeks, their pipeline quadrupled. Your comp plan should reward performance, but it also needs to protect the business. There are 3 ways to make sure that happens. First, tie commissions to activities and outcomes that directly influence, like deals closed or numbers of new logos. Second, ensure the plan is profitable no matter how much your salespeople sell. And third, have a sliding scale to incentivize exceeding quota. When reps believe they can impact their earnings, motivation stays high. If your compensation plan is confusing, your salespeople will either ignore it or focus on whatever they think matters most. Simplicity builds trust, keeps your team focused, and reduces frustration. The easier it is to understand how they get paid, the more likely they'll go out and exceed those goals. Here are 3 ways to keep it clear. First, focus on 2 or 3 results that they can drive by following the sales process. Second, make the commission structure easy to calculate and track. And third, communicate the plan clearly during onboarding and in regular check-ins. Remember, simple reporting keeps your team focused and motivated. Your business evolves, and so should your compensation plan. If you set it and forget it, you risk falling out of step with your market, your goals, or whatever motivates your team today. Here's how to keep it sharp. First, Review compensation plans at least annually and adjust based on market conditions and company goals. Second, watch for unintended consequences like reps gaming the system. And third, gather your feedback from your sales team on what's working and what's confusing. A proactive approach keeps your compensation plan fair, motivating, and aligned with your growth goals. Here's a quick recap of how to build a sales compensation plan that actually works. First, align the compensation plan with your business goals and sales strategy. Second, find the right balance between base salary and commissions based on your sales cycle. Third, use controllable, predictable metrics that sales reps can actually impact. Fourth, keep the plan simple, clear, and easy to understand. And finally, review and adjust the plan regularly to stay competitive and effective. When you design compensation the right way, you build a system that drives the exact behaviors you need to scale. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out my next video on the essential sales management tools you need to drive high-performing teams. A great compensation plan motivates your team, but the right tools give them the support they need to actually win.